You know, our bodies are constantly sending us messages, but some of the most important ones are really easy to miss. Why? Well, because they come from an organ that almost never complains. So today, we're going to learn the silent language of one of our body's hardest workers. So let's meet this silent worker. It's your liver. Seriously, think of it like the most dedicated employee you could ever imagine. It's on the clock 24/7, juggling over 500 different vital jobs, everything from filtering out junk to firing up your metabolism. But here's the thing about this employee. It almost never calls in sick, and it never complains, even when it is absolutely buried in work. So if it doesn't complain, how in the world are you supposed to know when it's struggling? It's not going to send you a passive-aggressive email. Instead, it sends out these really subtle, quiet signals, these silent cries for help that are so easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for. And that is exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to become detectives and learn how to decode these key signals. By the end of this, you'll have a much clearer picture of what your body might be trying to tell you. All right, first up, let's dive into the clues that you can actually see on the outside of your body. These are the kinds of signals that show up on your skin, your nails, and yeah, even in the toilet. Let's start with something you can check right now, your hands. It's kind of fascinating, but your nails can act like a tiny window into your liver's health. When your liver is struggling to clear out all that metabolic waste, your body has a tougher time absorbing the nutrients it needs, and that can show up right on your fingertips. We're talking about new vertical lines appearing, a surface that feels uneven or bumpy, or nails that just suddenly get really dry and brittle. Another thing to look for on your skin are these small red dots, almost like tiny moles that might pop up on your chest and back. Now, you might think it's just an allergy, but here's how you can tell the difference. With these liver-related spots, creams usually don't do a thing. That's because it's an internal issue showing up on the outside, often linked to hormonal imbalances that a struggling liver can't quite manage. Ever wonder why your skin looks so blah after pulling an all-nighter? Well, it's a total domino effect. Your liver has this super important nighttime repair shift. When you stay up late, it misses that crucial window. The metabolic trash doesn't get taken out, and guess where it shows up? Your face. This can lead to a dull complexion, dark spots, and that stubborn acne that just won't go away. Now, this next one is really important. If you're drinking plenty of water, but your urine is still the color of dark, strong tea, that is a major signal. It means your liver is having a hard time processing a substance called bilirubin. So your body has to find another way to get rid of it, and it flushes it out through your urine, which is what causes that dramatic change in color. Okay, so we've gone over the signals you can see. Now let's go a little deeper and tune into the internal alerts, the things you can actually feel. Do you ever feel like your emotions are on a roller coaster that you just can't seem to control? Believe it or not, your liver is kind of like the manager of your body's emotion switch. And when it gets overwhelmed, that switch can start to malfunction, sending your mood on a pretty wild ride. So what does that actually feel like? Well, it could be sudden bouts of sadness that just come out of nowhere. Or maybe you find yourself getting incredibly angry over tiny little things. The key thing to remember here is this often isn't just a personality flaw. It can be a very real physical response from an overburdened liver. You know that saying, the eyes are the window to the soul? Well, they can also be a direct window into the health of your liver. So are your eyes trying to send out an SOS? See, when your liver is under a lot of stress, it can create this kind of internal heat or inflammation, and you can literally see the effects in your eyes. This might look like persistent dryness, waking up with more of that sticky eye gunk, stubborn red veins that just won't clear up, or even vision that feels a bit blurry. How about waking up with a bitter taste in your mouth, or having bad breath that even brushing and mouthwash can't seem to fix? This might not be an oral hygiene issue at all. When your liver's detox process is struggling, it can't properly break down substances like ammonia. That gas has to go somewhere, so it travels up and escapes through your breath. Okay, time for our final internal signal. This one's a little awkward, but it's important. Have you, maybe, been noticing a bit more gas lately? It turns out this isn't always just about what you ate. Your liver basically sets the rhythm for your entire digestive system. When that rhythm is off, everything slows down and digestion just isn't as efficient. This can create trapped gas, which leads to, well, you know. So, we've decoded all the signals, but knowing is only half the battle, right? Let's talk about what we can actually do about it. Let's shift from just spotting the problems to a simple, actionable plan to support our silent worker. And the really great news is that the liver is incredibly resilient. You don't need some massive, complicated overhaul. Just focus on three main things. First, respect that repair shift. That means prioritizing sleep. Second, find healthy ways to manage your mood so emotions don't get stuck. And third, just lighten the load. Ease up on the really heavy, oily, and super spicy meals. Just give it a break. So, at the end of the day, things like brittle nails, a short temper, or bad breath, they aren't just 8 random problems. They're all chapters in the same story. It's one connected narrative your body is trying to tell you about an organ that just needs a little bit more support. And that's really the main takeaway here. Your body is talking to you constantly, in its own silent way. The only question is, now that you know how to decode the signals, are you listening?